2. The first question is, how did I know the Wiccan path was for me? Now, this is going to be a bit long. I am born into it, both my mother and father. However, when I was a little kid, my mom didn't really do her practice around us. The only thing I would see were tarot card readings or rune readings. It's really weird because I remember it as if it was yesterday. I remember, there was days when my mom's friends would call in the house and they would speak in French because I don't know French, and my mom wanted to be private, so speaking the French was a way for us not to understand what she was saying. So she used to do the tarot card readings while she was on the phone. Sometimes they would come over and they would have coffee and do it, or they would have tea and do it. Also, I remember as a little girl as well, like we would go to, my nana would, have sleepovers, we would call them. Either me would go for a few days, or my brother or my sister. And I know back when I used to go, they would do readings. My nana would do, I believe they're called bones. And I remember it, she had a red cloth that she put on the couch, and she took the bones and she threw them, and they landed away. She was very into it. Now she's not into it anymore because she's gotten old and her health has changed a lot. But I've always been interested in it. It was around me, bits and pieces, and every time it was around me, I was always wanted to learn. And it wasn't until in high school I got taken away. In foster care. I went to a bookstore. In my head, I was like, I want to learn about witches. And I was really I believe I was in the English class. We were reading about mythicals and Greek mythology and stuff. And I was always fascinated by witches, and as a kid, I've always thought they were neat. So I asked in the bookstore where were the witch section, and then I found out it was a religion, and I was like, this is weird. So I bought this book right here, which is it's the only Wiccan spell book you'll ever need to know. And I was reading it just because I thought it was interesting, and I remember sitting in Chaffers, which is my local bookstore, and just reading all these different Wiccan books, and I was so fascinated. I was so interested. Like, there was no book that I did not pick up in that section that I did not find boring. Everything was so interesting. Pictures were beautiful. So I ended up buying that book, and I live in a foster home, and they were against it at the time, and so I had it hidden for the longest time. And then one day, I wanted to go see my mom, and I saw that she had the exact same book. And I was like, oh my god, Mom, I picked this up at Chapters. I thought it was so interesting. And then she looked at me. She's like, you like them? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I like them. Why wouldn't I? It's different. It's interesting. And she kind of sipped the drink and kind of laughed at me. And I was kind of like, whoa, did I miss something kind of thing? And then my mom ended up telling me it's what she is. She's a Wiccan. She was born into it. I'm born into it. And I didn't even realize it at that time. And so then for Christmas, she bought me this book that year. And it's still Wiccan for Beginners. As you can see, it's gotten really old. It's tea-colored, my sides. I don't know if you can really see it, but I read it non-stop, and I still read it. I got markers in here, and I thought it was so fascinating. So I believe I was 12. No, not 12, sorry, in high school. I don't know how old I was. I think, wouldn't it be 12? I don't know why I keep thinking 12. Because I remember as a kid, I was always fascinated, but didn't know what it was. And then in high school, I didn't know what it was until I found out my own way. So it kind of found me, and I was also kind of born into it. So it's kind of weird. But ever since I bought that book, I've always been into it. But that's my story, and I am very connected to it. I've been in church before. I went to a Catholic high school. And I even read the Bible, Wiccan Bibles, while I was in class, my religion class, and my religion teacher he accepted what I was, and I told him right away, I said, I'm a Wiccan. I'm like, I'm not against your beliefs. I thought his religion class was amazing. Both of my religion teachers that I had throughout high school were so funny, and it was interesting hearing about what they believed and all that stuff. We went on a field trip to like these churches in the house are very hard to get into. They're full of freaking artworks all over the place, and it's gorgeous. But I don't believe in that kind of God, so. But that's okay. I'm very open-minded, and my religion teacher was very happy with that. When we would always have morning prayer. My teacher would always have morning prayer, and he told me that I can either bow my head and just not say anything, just bow my head and just be quiet, or I can just stand outside while they did the morning prayer. He was very, I don't know, he felt like I was totally against him praying around me, but he was there at the same time. He was very inconsiderate and always thought about me too, and it was really sweet. He's even asked many times, what was it about, and I remember printing out some information for him so he could read, and he was always fascinated. My teacher would ask, these questions, and it was really cool to have a teacher who was so open about that. Anyways, this is how I found the path, and I hope it answers the question. Mwah. Blessed be everybody.